the Redeemed Christian Church of God. Coming up to Prospect Place. So we're walking in Rockaway Avenue, and now we're in Brownsville, Brooklyn. Brownsville, Brooklyn has a reputation, high crime, murder, everything. So let's see if I can make it out alive. This area is the area where you can find an apartment that's affordable for obvious reasons. Look at all this space here, all this land. Isn't that amazing? They could build a lot of houses here. Yeah. A lot of space there. You could build a few tenement houses in here. A lot of churches here. Bethel Deliverance Gospel Center International. Arlene Mealy. The councilwoman. Pharmacy there. And on the left is the Chase Bank. This is Pitkin Avenue here. Planet Fitness, judgment-free zone. Be sure to check out the video following this one, where I will lay out the crime and regular statistics in Brownsville to see what makes Brownsville so exceptional to the rest of New York City. So be sure to check it out. Brownsville, Brooklyn, often referred to as the most dangerous neighborhood in Brooklyn. One of the few places where people can still afford an apartment. You know, you hear the high cost of rent in New York. Well, this area here, Brownsville, is an exception. So I did a quick search engine check. Let's see what they have to say here. The 1,163 square mile area that comprises Brownsville has 58,300 residents as of the 2010 United States Census, with an estimated population of 128,000. That's like double. 369 residents in 2019, only 9 years later. Founded in its current incarnation in 1858, Brownsville was initially a settlement composed of Jewish factory workers. So here we are. Let's read down here. It's a residential neighborhood located in eastern Brooklyn in New York City. Right? Need some more. Right there. See what else we can learn. Okay, so talk about Brownsville Neighborhood Profile, NYU, which is the New York University, Furman Center. Home ownership rate in 2000, 16.8%. In 2006, it jumped up 21.6%. However, 4 years later, in 2010, 17.5%. So what happened? Maybe people lost their homes to the banks during that time, you know. During 2008, that's when we had like a lot of problems with home ownership. The banks, people took out loans, they couldn't afford to pay back. Then we had that Great Recession. Foreclosures, notices of foreclosures. In 2000, it was 21.4%. 2006, 41.0%. And in 2010, look at the number, 49.7%. Foreclosures. That's skyrocketing, right? Rate per 1,000, and every 1,000, 59.7. And notice of foreclosures, all residential. And if you look at 2010, that's 371. Let's go down a little more. They mention what's the population in Brownsville. Okay, we covered that before. And they mention school percentage of people 3 years and older in K to 12 school. Brownsville, 27.8%. New York, 15.6% percentage of people 3 years and older and undergraduate colleges. And here we have it here, Brownsville, inside one of Brooklyn's most dangerous, I guess, neighborhood they mean. Demographic and statistics. Okay, so take care with this statistics. $22,399 per capita income, about half the amount in New York. Overview of Brownsville, New York. And this article says this is the deadliest neighborhood in New York City. Brownsville has the most drug-related deaths in Brooklyn and among the highest in the city, with 24.8 deaths per 100,000 residents from 2015 to 2017. And they did mention for high school graduates, it's a little below 50%. See? So approximately 49.6% of the population in Brownsville holds a high school degree. That's 28,836 residents, while 20.35% have attained a college degree. So, in order to get most city jobs, you need to have a high school diploma. You know, so anybody who works for the city, that's one thing. You need to have a high school diploma. Let's see, what are the employment statistics in Brownsville? White collar workers make up 82.9% of the working population in Brownsville. That's interesting. White collar workers, while blue collar employees account for 17.1%. So what does that tell you? That tells you that the white collar workers who are working, they don't have enough, they're not making enough money to live in a better neighborhood. And that's more likely why they're living there. Or maybe they try to own their own home too. That's another thing, you know. Some people wanna own their own home. And that's one area in Brooklyn where the real estate is going to be more affordable, even though the neighborhood is dangerous.